It's September the 3rd. Michael Vaughn with Brian Acker. And Brian, you are smiling. I have seen the charts. I think I know why you're smiling.
Oh yeah, it's going very, very well. Certainly in 2009, everything is coming back, if you will, and the world is coming back to normal. So it's
now, what is normal? Let's look at the U.S. situation first and the debt to GDP, because it looked like it was going to run right off the tracks.
It was. Certainly, it looked like in 2011 we'd peak at somewhere around 81 or 82% debt to GDP.
Which is where Canada really hit the wall.
Yeah, that's right. It was going to be a horrific number. We have a lot of projections or predictions based on that. But the good news is the CBO came out last week. You'll never see this in any news organization, but by the way, but it looks like next year debt to GDP will be 61%, and projecting out 10 years. Keep in mind, with two wars, baby boomers getting older, etc. In 2019, they estimate debt to GDP at 68%.
That's as bad as it gets.
Which is amazing. It's truly, truly amazing. And so what does that mean? That means I think they don't have to do the draconian measures, certainly that Canada went through in 1994, or most other countries when they hit the wall. And things are good. Things will be good, and I think it will show a lot of promise, certainly for the equity markets, again, over the next 5 to 10 years.
So you don't see another bottom coming?
No, I think we had the bottom. I think even, if you will, if you look at 2000, over the last 9 years, I think we've been in a bear market in equities. We've certainly been in a bear market in large cap equities. I mean, just take a look at General Electric, for instance, topped out at 60, Coca-Cola at 80. I mean, all these prices. And really for 9, 10 years, these prices have done nothing but actually gone down. So I think capitulation was basically in March, where the S&P bottomed out at the 666.
I remember.
But I think we can build. We can build certainly a bull market to last for quite some time with equity values, I think, at prices that make sense. So.
What does the portfolio look like in Canada first, going into September?
We have a lot of consumer discretionary, consumer staples, the Loblaws, the Alimentation Couche-Tard, etc. We've had huge return off our banks, and largely the banks have been kind of sold off in our portfolio. And material stocks always have a presence, certainly in our portfolio, going back probably a good 5 months, so that continues in Canada.
Well, all these things are encouraged then by the situation in the U.S. I mean, we're still joined at the hip.
Of course, and again, just on the consumer discretionary, as we emerge out of our recession or our slowdown, obviously stocks like Loblaws and other stocks in that category will do quite well. So.
All right, the U.S. portfolio, what do we see in September?
The U.S. portfolio is healthcare. So obviously...
You're not afraid of the Obama revolution?
I think the revolution has been stopped in its tracks. I mean, I think it was just announced that the single payer option will not be attempted. So for us, I think it's always been, if you will, in the drug stocks, not in the HMO area, but more of the drugs and drug delivery, and that's been a staple of our portfolio probably for a good, I don't know, 4 months or so. So that continues.
But this isn't a political call you're making. This is still on the basis of the analytics.
It's always on valuation. Everyone can look at certainly our website and call up certainly our top 10 and look at the upside to model price, and it's huge. So we're taking advantage of that, taking advantage of the uncertainty, and obviously putting it in our portfolio.
I'm also interested on the website that you have the Dow 30 there. You can look at the model price, and I was just talking about how impressed I was with General Electric until I looked at the charts.
Anyone can do this. We put the Dow 30. Now, actually, a little secret, we're actually going to put all this on Facebook, actually, in another couple months. So actually, clients can see more of a breadth of securities. I think we have about 3,000 in our database. So that will come in the future. But yeah, we put the Dow 30 there so people can actually go through the Dow 30. And again, if you want to buy an ETF on the Dow, there's probably maybe only 4 out of the 30 that actually put any money in, according to our model price. So it's something to look at, have fun with, and it gives a level of transparency that we believe no one else gives in this marketplace, because we calculate model price literally every night around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
And you put your performance chart right up front so bravely, which I see in so few places. Brian, a pleasure talking with you. I'll try to see you later in the month.
Great to see you again, Michael.